Alrighty, welcome to round two of the Pi Day tournament, U1800. In round two, I was matched against Logan Gately. Logan's opponent round one forfeited, so we were the only two on 1 point, as a lot of people took first round buys. Logan's 1247, but I will give you a sneak peek. Logan split with me for the first prize, so obviously we both did well. And he's probably slightly underrated, I'm going to be honest. Do I think he's much underrated? No, but he's better than a 1250. He strikes out e4. I play knight c6. You guys are going to laugh, because guess what happens here? He plays knight f3, and unfortunately, I saw this, and the train wreck game on Tuesday was the counter Colorado Gambit, and I said, you know what? Fuck it, we ball, and I go for it. I go for the Colorado counter Gambit. Now, I played this move saying to myself, if I lose this game against another player who's 400 points lower than me, I will seriously never play this again. But I'm holding out hope because I did go over that game. I brushed up on the line again because I was embarrassed. And I'm like, let's go, let's roll. Now, I don't know why, but players see a gambit and they're like terrified. So he plays d3. And like it's annoying because his move is like fine. It's not like I've already equalized. It's just he should take. Taking is +1 for white. Not taking, it's +0.2. And apparently, I actually should play e5. I thought f takes is correct. Didn't know this. All right, because I'm not used to people not taking the gambit. I'm used to them, taking the gambit or pushing. In fact, I don't even think I've looked at this move. D3. He played it immediately. Like, Logan looked at this, and he's like, obviously, D3. And I was like, oh, shit. And so anyway, I took with the thinking that I've kind of traded my f-pawn for a d-pawn. And, like, according to chess principles, that's got to be good for me. So I was like, okay, like, this is probably good for me. Yeah. And immediately I was on my own. And it's not that good for me. I mean, it's white is +0.8 still. This is more than an opening advantage. So, yeah, maybe this Colorado counter gambit is ain't so fly. Computer likes e6. I play d6. d6 is also 0.1 worse. The thinking is I need to get the bishop out. Yeah. Okay. All right. Is I play d6. I thought this move made sense. I'm trying to get my pieces out so I can queenside castle. You know how it is. He plays knight c3 after. Now he thought for like 3 minutes. He plays this move, and I think, okay, like let's just pin this piece because I don't want him to move the knight and have him attack me on the light squares. Obviously, I could play g6, but yeah, I wasn't like thrilled with what had happened so far. So, yeah, he breaks the pin. He plays bishop e2. Makes sense. Now, if I take, he takes. And I thought for 7 minutes. Like, I played my first... Okay. Played this immediately. I was like, okay, Colorado counter gambit, here we go. And then he played this. So I was like, oh, God, I'm probably supposed to just take. And then he took back, and I was like, okay, like, this move made sense. I don't want to, like, play another gambit where he could just take. And I want to get this piece out, so d6 was a natural move to me. He played here, and I was like, okay, another piece out with, a pin, sensible. And then he plays, and now I finally think. So I'm like finally on my own. So I'm thinking, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what a wonderful world this could be. Yeah, and they like queen d7 immediately with the idea of castles, which is what I should have done. For some reason, I got ahead of myself, and I play this stupid move, h6. It's just not... It's not a terrible move. My position's just trash. I thought that maybe this is taking out, like, again, like, these kind of jumps. I thought that the knight jumping in to, like, e6 would be big problems for me. But I don't even think this move really takes away a lot of those lines. Like, he jumps, I guess I take... Yeah, I guess it does take it away. All right, well, anyway, I play h6. I just really wasn't sure what to do. Logan doesn't think too hard. He just castles. By the way, I don't know why I'm playing this Colorado counter gambit. Like, it's bad, and I play well in other lines. I'm not even getting the position I want where people take the gambit. So, like, what the hell are we doing? All right. Well, whatever. We arrived at this position, and now after playing my h6, I'm like, all right, maybe I should play queen d7, which is one of the best moves. They like knight f6. They like queen d7. Point is, white is just better here. I didn't realize it was this bad for me. I thought, like, after he didn't take the gambit, I kind of equalized. I would be wrong. And after queen d7, Logan plays h3. And I go into another thing. I spent another 7 minutes on this move. Jeez Louise. And I'll tell you why. Because I thought that I had a lot of options here. For the record, I ended up playing bishop h5, which I think is... I mean, I did spend a long time. I calculate this. I calculate this. I calculate this. Those are the 4 candidate moves, obviously. There's no other move here. And I'm going to show you real quick what I thought. I thought if takes, he plays here, and I don't actually have checks. He opens up. I don't have any other attacking pieces. It's just a piece for 2 pawns, and his king isn't really that weak. These pieces are too backed up for the attack, so I thought this was bad. So I discounted this position, thinking I'm significantly worse here. Yeah, it's a +3 position, as you guys can tell, so good. I discounted it. Nice. I thought h5 with a so-called fishing pole, because takes, and then I saw he had this again, and unfortunately, I wasn't sure what my follow-up was. If I push, he just takes, and now he's actually opening up on me. I don't have this move because he has the bishop, also supported by the knight. So I was really struggling for like the best move in this position, thinking if I fishing poled him. And yeah, it looks like just knight f6, and this is again another +3 position. So the sack is terrible. But I really thought for a while. And unfortunately, and I also thought of just going e6 right away, because I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm worried about queenside castling, and then him leveraging this pawn to basically get the skewer. Anyway, I eventually played h5, bishop h5 that is, and I'll show you the move that I was concerned about, why I didn't play it right away. Because I think he played a not accurate move. He played knight d4 here. For the record, I thought knight h4, and I showed him this after the game, was really strong. Because basically trade, and he's threatening to move his knight to g6, and it's a big problem. I saw queen e6, and I thought I was holding, but it's a +2 position. Actually, almost +3. Yeah, in fact, in this position, he can start jumping his knights, and as you guys can tell, he's threatening this fork on c7. Anyway, I really didn't like this position at all. Just so you guys can see, when he plays h3, h3 was the best move in this position. First off, I'm surprised. My position's just terrible. I didn't realize it was plus. Obviously, playing here, where I don't have the f pawn and he doesn't have the d pawn, I thought that I was like slightly worse. I didn't know it was this bad. He plays the best move h3, which is impressive, and it looks like takes is actually the best. Wow. It's the move I discounted right away that's actually the best move. I played the second best move, dropping the bishop back to h5. For the record, I'm going to drop the analysis in a moment. I didn't like this, thinking that if I then, castle, he goes here. And I thought that maybe I can play e6 here, but he's got so much pressure. And I can't actually push my pawn, because then he can just take it. So I didn't like this position either. But maybe I didn't like this position because and they do say e6 is a great move. I mean, that was what I had calculated. Maybe no move is good because my position is just terrible. Again, I had in my head that I had equalized when he doesn't take the gambit. So that's why I started rejecting all this stuff. All right, well, whatever. So I play bishop h5. He takes it easy on me. He plays... I'm pretty sure that knight h4 idea is good. Is it? No. Computer just likes b4. That's not a human move. Well, it is a human move. It's a very high caliber move. You're trying to basically dislodge the knight and just start attacking. But okay, the move that I thought of that I was worried about, knight h4, is almost as good, and it's the move that I told him that was very, very strong. Instead, he takes it easy. He plays knight d4. And I told him in the recap, I said, okay, as soon as he played this move, I thought my troubles were gone. Not really. White is still has an advantage, plus 0.7. I don't know if the analysis will show there. But this actually makes my job kind of easy. Because I go bishop takes. He played knight c takes. He took with this one. And I thought it's time to castle. So I castle. So I did. And he played c4. And the truth is, my position sucks. I can't quite play e5 yet, because I thought that he could just jump to f5. These pieces are really backed up, and I want to move my king over. I have no hope I'm going to attack. I'm actually curious how bad this position is. I keep flipping the engine on. Alright, it's not that bad. He played an excellent move here. The only good news is he's used a fair amount of time. Logan was kind of slow. He got a little lower than me on time, but only a little bit. I'm looking at the time usage of this game. It's because my position was pretty bad, so I had to spend more time. But looking at the score sheet, I consistently have 5 to 10 minutes on him the whole game. But it's tough. I played a bad opening. I didn't play it well, and he just consistently had a better position than me. All right. Anyway, I do play the best move here. Knight f6 is the best move, and I thought it's time. I need to get this piece in the game. I do finally play knight f6, and now he plays. For the record, it's also attacking this pawn. It develops a piece, it attacks, it kind of gets another attack. I mean, it does everything. It's pretty obvious. He plays f3, which I thought was a weakening move. It's kind of opening up this dark square. It's not so easy for me to get my piece into the game. I would love to teleport it to c5, and then I'm much better. But a little bit of an issue here. I've got to figure out how to get my piece involved in the game. So it's my move, and I've got a trash piece. He's got a strong center. I considered taking, but I thought he'd just take back, and what have I accomplished? I ended up going king b8 because I couldn't find a great move, and I thought that move was always useful. Okay, cool. It is one of the best moves. Computer likes knight e5 though. I do end up playing that as well. I think maybe I played well. Maybe my opponent just played a baller game. I play king b8. He then immediately goes bishop e3, and he's now controlling this long diagonal, which is good because he kind of weakened himself with the f3. Play g6. I thought this was a good move. It accomplishes two things. One, I'm preparing e5, but I don't want to give him the f5 square. And two, I'm now enabling a fianchetto for my bishop. I don't think I can ever bring it to this diagonal, so I want to attack this diagonal. So I thought this was a very logical move. I also didn't like pushing g5, because I don't think I have an attack into these double pawns. And moreover, this completely gives him control of the f5 square, where you have very strong attacking ideas. It would be a dominant knight. So I thought g6 was correct. Anyway, he plays rook b1. I think he played really well, a really good game. He's gunning down, it is what it is. I follow through with bishop g7, what else am I going to do? And he now monkeys forward to b4. Normally when there's opposite sides, the person who gets their pawns down first is generally much better. And I don't know if you guys can tell, looking at the board, it certainly looks like white is much faster at the attack. So here already, I had 30 minutes left. He had 30 minutes-ish. Yeah, it's plus 1.5. I just thought this was bad for me. They do trade on d4. Because I thought forever here. And when I say forever, I mean 12 minutes. I spent 12 minutes on my plan here. After, yeah, this was a long thing. Excuse me. Okay, no, that's incorrect. I spent 4 minutes on this move. I just jumped the times from... I have 38 minutes, he has 34 minutes. I go down to 34. Okay. And not surprisingly, these were all my candidate moves. Takes, knight e4, knight h5. I want to jump it in, but I don't think I can do it yet. Yeah, so, it just looks like white is just much better. I should have taken. I played knight e5. I should have done this. I was thinking that if he takes here, I have c5 in this line. And I thought this was great, because then if like takes, and I'm now opening up my pieces, which is exactly what I want. But I thought that he could just take with the bishop, and I didn't think I had anything here, for the record. Knight takes is better. I'm actually curious. Knight takes. Is c5 not the best move? It is the best move. B takes, D takes. He's got this check. And then once he plays bishop f4 check, and I'd say I go to like a8. His killer move is knight b. That's not a hard one to find, at all. And I've got big problems. That's a very easy move to find. Everything else, he's not really any better, but that's not a hard move to find. All right, well, whatever. I play knight e5. My thinking is obviously I'm attacking the pawn. Maybe I can jump on in, but his move is very, very clear cut. I think Logan is playing much better than me. He blows queen b3. He now has a strong battery, strong pawns, a check. I'm in a world of hurt. Yeah, I'm in a world of hurt, guys. Like, I don't know. I think I play the best move. I play e6. I'm too late, but I need to basically break open the center and try to activate my battery. But again, I'm just too slow. I'm just grasping at straws. He plays b5. I go d5. And, yeah. My thinking is, this is actually kind of complications here. A lot of complications. I'll show you what he does. He plays c takes d5 first. But if he wants to dislodge my knight, it doesn't quite work here. Obviously, he's trying to win the exchange. I actually lose the queen. But I have this, where I'm actually immediately jumping on in. And actually, if he checks me here, I would just run like this. And I thought this position was playable. Like, I thought I was doing okay here. I'm not. I mean, it's +1. It's not like it's lost, but he needs to find knight g3. Not the easiest move to find, actually. Not the easiest move to find. All right. None of that happened. I play c takes, and he plays e takes. So, not surprisingly. No, I play e takes. And now he plays f4. And, yeah, this is looking terrible. He's going to win the exchange. He has 20 minutes left. I have 26 minutes left. And I use 6 minutes to try to think of a single move I can play that's, like, reasonable. Computer's coming up with yeah, I thought that was maybe my best line. I go for tricky. I play c5, which is actually up there, but this position's just really tricky. I play c5, and the reason why is if he en passants, which is terrible, then I can take, and actually I'm completely fine. Unfortunately, I saw that he could basically go take, and I'm down a piece for a pawn. I thought that I'd have like a lot of opening here, and his attack would kind of be stalled for the moment, but I just thought I was much, much worse. And I don't even know how like everything went wrong here. And I thought because this is a tricky move, that A, you could use a lot of time, but also B, that there are ways of making mistakes. Like if he bounces in early, I just take, I'm covering everything. I'm opening up, potentially. But he doesn't. He's playing very, very well. He plays f takes. I'm like, damn, I'm in trouble. I go c takes. And this is where he shocks me. He plays a move that I wasn't thinking about. I thought very clearly he should go e takes f6, and I'm just in a lot of trouble. Yes, he should. Apparently this move is also very strong. But he plays a different move that seems clever, but it's still good. It's just not as good. He could have been just super winning. Instead, he's still winning. He plays bishop f4, and the reason why is he's threatening this discovery. He still can take, but also, moreover, the really dangerous line is he can play e6, and it looks pretty bad for me. Pretty bad. Oh, I played the best move. Cool. And in this position, I realized right away that I'm going to have to sacrifice the queen to have any practical chances. Warning, don't do this at home, guys. But I went into this line pretty quickly. I found it in less than a minute. I thought it was my best chance. I saw knight h5. This is the best move according to the computer too. He checks me. I take. He takes, and I'm able to take this with check. And I have a huge outpost and potentially some real practical chances. So that's exactly what I did. It looks like it's sound according to the computer. I just let myself get into a horrible, horrible position. So here we go. I play knight h5. He plays e6 check. I take. He takes my queen. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. I take with check. Beautiful. I also saw, I have different forking ideas, so I can bring forward if he moves the king here. He shocks me, actually. He plays king f2. I really was surprised about this. And I just bring my knight back to c3. I'm obviously hitting the rook, hitting the pawn, hitting that with check. And, he's got a tough decision. Does he give up the exchange here? Does he try to... Yeah, it's +2. I've given up the queen, but it's a game. I thought I had real practical chances here, and I'm kind of mucking it up. And I have a lot of activity that I thought at this point I could actually hold this. And the computer agrees. It's, not so easy. Computer likes him not giving up the exchange, going rook b e1. But he doesn't do that. He gives up the exchange as well. And when you're on material, you don't always want to give the material back. You know what I mean? He plays e takes, which is the third best move. Wow, computer gives him a brilliant for this one. Really? Wow, that's surprising. Yeah, and they just taking this right away. Interesting. And apparently it's just +1 this position. This is a playable position for black. I thought that I thought I was so proud of myself. I thought I defended I guess I did defend a much worse position. But this is only +1. This isn't actually that bad for black. Shocking. Again, looking at the computer, it's I thought that material count that this looks hopeless. I know I can always take the exchange back. I thought I probably should, but maybe I should leave pieces on the board. He's down to 13 minutes. I'm down to 19 minutes. After e takes d5, I first throw in the check. The thinking is that depending on where he moves his king, I might have more checks, discoveries, things like that, trying to muck it up. He goes king e1. Now I see these lines where if I take, I might be holding here. So I then trade rooks, which when you're down material you generally don't want to do. But I thought this was okay here? Question mark? He takes an f1. I now take on b1. He takes, and now finally I take this dangerous pawn because I think it's time, and I'm defending my bishop. Yeah, I mean, right? This is this happened. This was pretty brutal. But okay, wow, it's already down to +3.6 again. Oof. All right, had defended it, but it looks like these trades were not to my favor. He takes on g6. I play up to c7. This isn't a check because my b pawn is defending. I thought this was kind of a fortress. I'm holding everything for the moment. Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you what happens. He plays d6 check. It looks scary, but I didn't think it was. I played king b6. He plays queen e6. He thinks this is just over, but I play down to d8. And he makes another mistake, I think. He plays d7 check, but this lets me slide my king into c7. He then takes 3 minutes. He's down below 5 minutes. and he plays check on c4. And I had calculated this where I'm okay if I run up to d6. Yep, d6 was my best bet, and I offered him a draw here. I was up to, I had 13 minutes, he was at 4, and I said, do you want to draw? And he said, no. Like, let me, he said, you know, he thought about it for like a minute. He's like, let me try this a little bit longer. I said, sure, you know, more power to you. Anyway, after king d6, he plays queen b4 check. This lets me just take the pawn. And once I take the pawn, king takes on d7. He plays b6, and it's clear that the wheels are coming off the bus for him. I'm still losing. It's plus 2.5, but I thought that I'm, like, holding. I didn't quite get it. I just take. He takes on b6. I play king c8. Everything is holding. Everything is held together. I wasn't sure how he could make progress, to be honest. I figured he had to show me the way. He had to show me the way. Show me the money. He plays a4. Which, like, I mean, it's plus, like, white can win this one, maybe, but, like, it's not so clear. I play d3, thinking that, like, alright, fuck it. If he's going to push his pawn, I need to try to, you know, this is what I have going for me in the position, right? He plays queen e6 check. I play rook d7. Now I literally have a fortress. Everything is defended. My king can consistently stay stuck on the rook. And I think this is a draw. Like, I think that this is just a draw at this point. The computer doesn't quite see it as a draw, you know? But, like, the computer doesn't really know any better. He's down to 2 minutes here. It looks like I have 9. He, after rook d7, he plays queen c4 check. I play king d8. He plays queen g6. Nope, that's not possible. Maybe, no, yeah, he plays, oh, sorry, my 6 is my ace look like. He plays queen g8, and he offers me a draw with 2 minutes left. And I say, yeah, sure, sounds good. Obviously, I was going to go back to c7, and maybe he can't actually make progress. Maybe this is a fortress. If he ever gets greedy with his king, maybe I can push. I don't really know, but I was thrilled I saved this game because, as you guys can tell, I was getting my ass kicked, and we drew it. Which is amazing because I probably had no business drawing this game. I'm not even sure where it went wrong, but it definitely went very wrong. This Colorado Gambit is like not working out for me. Looks like I played a 73%. I just played like a terrible game. This was just a low quality game, I guess. If you look at the graph of the position, I was just worse the entire game. Very badly worse in some positions. Yeah, I gotta say, after 2 Colorado counter gambits in classical chess, both against players significantly weaker than me, a loss and a draw, I gotta say, maybe the opening needs to just hit the trash can. It's not my kind of opening. I'm like, holy shit, how did I draw this game? Anyway, anything else I should say? I do think Logan's a little bit underrated, but only a little bit. I think that, again, this speaks more about this dumbass opening, and I obviously made some like big issues. I'm sure that the recap won't pick this up, or like the computer, just because I'm blitzing through some moves. But I am kind of curious where I made like my big mistakes. It does seem like he played pretty well in these parts. Yeah, this is like plus. This was like the closest I got to a quality all game. E5 here. I was worried about E5. Bless you. E5 and then knight F5. Do you want to take some allergy medicine?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So yeah, basically, apparently this isn't even that good for him, because now I can play knight F6, and it's only plus. Well, maybe I should have just done this, because like I I saw this position. I thought that maybe this is a good knight, but I guess I always have g6 later. Yeah, in fact, g6 is one of the top moves. I should have gone into this. This is like far more sensible. Yeah. c4, he's attacking me. 3, king b8, bishop e3, g6 is not the best move. They like knight a5 here. I was considering that move, actually, believe it or not, knight a5 here. Because it attacks the pawn, it goes the other way. I just didn't think, like if I play knight a5, I just thought he could literally play b3. But yeah, b3 is one of the better moves. I just thought that my knight looks dumb here, and it might get trapped, actually, in some lines. Okay, the key is I need to play c5 now. That's where that's good, because then I can jump back to c6. And then I use this as a outpost. Okay, that makes some sense to me. Rook b1. Yeah, here knight e5 is better immediately, because then I can actually threaten to take this pawn. Yeah, alright, well, I fianchetto. It looks like I just played badly. I need to trade the knights. His knight is more menacing than mine. He plays a great move. And like this is where my position just slips. When I play knight e5, opening the door to this is big problems. I need to just trade here. Yeah, that was a bad move by my part. e6, plays b5, d5. Ugh. And in this position, I need to. They recommend just moving my king over to a8 just to get out of the. I actually was considering a8 too. That was actually a candidate move in this situation. Moving it either way. In g5. They do not like my move. Because of c takes, yeah. Yeah, f4 is great here. And yeah, c4 is my best move. I mean, just so you guys can tell, like obviously if he en passants, I think I'm fine. Apparently I'm not even fine here. Wow. I'm still in trouble. How am I in trouble here? Seriously. I'm just in trouble here. I don't see it. I don't get it. Alright, well, whatever. Tiring. I like my move. I battle. This was a mistake. I need to play... Yep, knight c3. I did that. Takes... So apparently the computer wants me to actually just take the pawn here. And leave, like, the pieces on the board. I should have done this, actually. I was in, like, gobble mode. Alright, well, instead I check him, and that's just really bad. So I basically, yeah, so alright, so rook 8, yeah. So this was a mistake. I shouldn't have done this. And I really shouldn't have done that. I should just take this. Yeah, that makes sense. I should just take the pawn. Okay, they're saying I take the pawn, he takes my rook, I take back the bishop, and this is actually reasonable. It's still bad, but he can get out of dodge here. Yeah. A more active square for the bishop is probably what the doctor ordered. Anyway. Oh, this is a mistake. Apparently, knight takes rook is... It's just over. Why? I don't know. G3 check. Oh. They don't even want to take... Okay, so he missed the mate, apparently. Good to know. And finally I take this pawn. He takes my pawn. And this is just so bad for me. I don't know how I held this position, but I did. Ugh. And then he offers me the drop here. I mean, look, I'm gladly going to take it. 40 moves in. All right. Not a well-played game by me at all, but I'm very happy with the result. Clearly very lucky. I mucked it up. I had some good moves in this game, but you guys have witnessed the last game of the Colorado Counter Gambit. I am never playing that shit opening again. Online, or excuse me, in person at least. Online, maybe I'll still play it, but I will delete that file from my opening prep. All right, this was round 2. Thanks a lot for watching.